Okay, so that's where I guess we should talk about now. What actually entails a protest, and what do these people need to do in order to protest?
Well, the protest process is a reasonably easy one. If you have this document that came out on December 21, it is specified there. Essentially, what you need to do is to basically write down your address, make a short statement of the fact that you're in the Southwest region and you're protesting the rate increase that went into effect on February 21. Sign this, date it, and mail it to the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality. And we've published the address for this in several letters to the editors in the 3 county papers. We've got it in the county commissioner's court records. We've also put that address out into several news articles that have been published in our local newspapers.
Now the email on the screen here, lisa.fuentes@tceq.texas.gov. Get a pen and paper right now. Write that down. Can you send protest to that?
You can. And this is a part of the protest process that we became aware of only within the last week, and that is that as an alternative to sending a paper document into the commission, you can simply send an email to this address. It'll be the same information that I've already mentioned, does not require a signature, and from that site you will actually have generated an acknowledgement that the protest is received and will be placed into the count.
And of course, here at KVHC, we'll keep updating you, and we can also put that information on our website, so in case you want the actual physical address of the place in Austin, we can get that too for you. Now, I realize that CAC is doing a lot, but I'm sure it doesn't move quite as far as it would without some support from some of our local officials. Can you tell us kind of what they've been doing to help y'all out and help the community?
We've had several contacts with our county commissioner's court, with individual members of that court, particularly Mr. Baldwin, Commissioner Baldwin, and Commissioner Letts, as well as the judge. And the county has no official protest jurisdiction in this. However, they are our elected representatives. Mm-hmm. They speak for the county, and obviously because they do, they carry a lot of weight in this to become involved, to express concern, and to publicize it together with our members. And so last Monday, we met with the Commissioner's Court. We made a presentation to the court. We certainly received the commitment of the commissioners, that they understand this issue, that they share our views, that they are concerned about it, and that they are now in the process of staffing a resolution.
Wow.
A week from Monday, the court will meet once again. We will meet with them, and we expect that day that they will approve a formal resolution declaring their position on this, which will then be communicated publicly and also communicated directly to the commission, expressing their dissatisfaction with what's happening. And so we're working with the county. We think this is very important. Our elected officials represent us, and they express our concerns, and they add weight to our concerns, and so they're very important in this.
And as I understand, it's reached some of the higher ups too on the state level. What have they been doing? Well,
there's a whole second level of activity here at the state level, and working with our state legislature, our representative locally, as well as our senator and others, we focus on this issue. And the issue is that the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality has been designated as having appellate and decision-making jurisdiction over water rates. And this really isn't appropriately the business of that commission. This commission is concerned with the environment. It's concerned with qualitative issues. It's why they end up being an appropriate appellate and decision-making body is a mystery to many of us, but it is provided for. And so one of the things we seek to do is to legislatively move the appellate jurisdiction for this from the commission to the Texas Utilities Commission. That is a strong regulatory body, and it would much more objectively look at this on challenging and questioning and hopefully imposing a proper kind of rating structure.
And that challenge also can come from you viewers and our community at large. Again, if you want to protest, it is a very simple process. And let's put Mr. Westfall's email on there. If you have more questions for him, he is lgwestfall@aol.com. He can help you on the very local level here. Of course, you can contact your county commissioners as well. Buster Baldwin, Judge Pat Tinley, and Jonathan Letts doing a lot for the community. You can talk to them. You can talk to Mr. Westfall and make your protest. That's what's going to get it. That's what's going to get the attention that it needs.
I think it's right. I think what we seek from citizens is awareness for the issue, something more than helplessness in dealing with it, expressing your concern, organizing your communities, getting protests on the record, and letting your elected representatives know that this is a very important issue to you, and that you want to help, you seek their help in focusing on this and trying to change it for the betterment of the community. And
then what happens after that? What's next?
Well, assuming that we get into the administrative hearing stage, then we will represent our members. Others will be there to represent their communities. Some citizens, I'm sure, will be there to speak for themselves, and we'll see where that administrative process takes us. If that's unsuccessful, then there is a stipulation in the law that would take this to a full legal court proceeding if it has to go there in order for this to be challenged and put right.
But let's not assume. We'll say when it happens. We're going to get those 1,000. They've already got 690. That means they only need 310 more to make the 1,000. And you can do your part. You can talk to Mr. Westfall, lgwestfall@aol.com. We'll flash one more time the address for protest, lisa.fuentes, there at tceq.texas.gov. Flash it one more time up there. There you have it. You can do your part. Of course, talk to the county commissioners. Be watching out in the papers for more information, addresses, and such. And we will keep you posted here at KVHC as to all the proceedings that happen through this process. Anything else, Mr. Westfall?
Well, I might just say that Representative Hildebrand has been very supportive on this issue of the past. He has actually sponsored legislation that would potentially deal with the longer range issue. But this requires, the last time this was done, the legislation never got out of committee. And so outside the jurisdiction of our representatives, I guess anyone who sees this, who could express concern and seek support from their legislative representatives at the state level, would also potentially be of great assistance to those who are already involved and seeking to make change.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for your action. Community Action Group, South Kerrville Community Action Group, correct?
Correct.
Did I say that correctly? Really representing our community, doing a wonderful job to get the ball rolling on this outrageous 67% increase from Aqua, Texas. So any more information, lgwestfall@aol.com, and he can get you hooked up with the local community action people, the community activists there, and you can stand your ground with them. That's going to do it right now. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, more Sun Up Saturday.